Greetings world. Today the United States finds itself at a crossroads. We hear every day about the progressive liberal agenda threatening to undermine the core values of this country or the outdated conservative platform holding us back. The popular media in this country tears society apart on polarizing issues such as religion, abortion, gay rights, racism, liberalism, conservatism, and America abides. Indeed, a nation divided against itself cannot stand. The more divided the people of the country become, the more powerful the government becomes. We fight, hate, and protest one another all the while our country is being torn apart from the inside. Do you still believe in the two-party system? Consider the following facts. Starting in 2000, Republicans raised spending 60% from the end of the Clinton presidency, from $2 trillion to $3.2 trillion. They enacted the largest single increase in Medicare expenditure since Lyndon Johnson with Medicare Part D. They enacted the largest increase in federal control of education in history with no child left behind. They are responsible for the establishment of the TSA, the Department of Homeland Security, and the passing of the Patriot Act, all within that last 2 decades. The last 2 Republican presidents are responsible for engaging 3 different wars on foreign soil. On the other side we have the Democrats, who have only continued to raise spending from the end of the Bush administration. They have continued to expand federal control of education. Now with Common Core, they have furthered the Republican expansion of Medicaid to include federal health insurance in the form of the Affordable Care Act. The process of the bailout under Obama was initiated and originally planned for under the Bush administration. In just 6 years, President Obama added more debt than every U.S. president combined before him. In fact, in just 8 years now, 95% of our total historical national debt has been added by President Obama alone. On top of this, the Democrats have successfully passed the largest tax in the history of the United States in the form of the Affordable Care Act. America now has an unprecedented 58 million people dependent on government food stamps, including welfare, and the number of Americans living in poverty has increased from 12% in 2008 to 15% in 2015. Obama may have won the Nobel Prize for Peace, but on the same day he accepted this award, he approved 30,000 new troops into Afghanistan. In fact, President Obama has now bombed 7 different countries over the time of his presidency, 2 more than Bush. It does not stop there, it only gets deeper. At the present moment in time, the United States government has over $18.8 trillion in national debt, more debt than every other country on earth combined. In fact, despite all of our spending, United States government operated under an annual budget deficit every year since 2002. The Republicans are quick to blame Obama, but this is a flat-out lie. You see, the reality of the situation is that the Republican Party actually controlled the United States House of Representatives, which sets and controls federal spending. For 18 of the last 22 years, we the people have allowed this to happen. Before we criticize our government and corrupt politicians, society has to first look itself in the mirror. Citizens have become so wrapped up in the small differences which divide us that we have become blind to the fact that neither political party is any different. The root problem in American politics is that both political parties have failed us. Our government, not our Constitution, is failing us. We are failing ourselves. The American people have become distracted from the truth. We have come to believe the lies the media tells us, and have somehow come to accept that we are not in control of the world around us. We have forgotten the great fundamental truth that the United States government is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. The central government was never meant to have as much power as it does. We the people give the power to our government. No politician has power if there is no citizen to vote to give it to them. We the people fund the government through our taxes. The people have the power over the government. The government does not have power over us. It is time for America to wake up out of its slumber and realize this once again. According to federal statistics, only 40% of Americans voted in the 2014 election, yet 92% of Americans disapprove of their government. A great man once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." It is not enough to sit in your living rooms and watch the news in silent discontent. It is not enough to make your feelings heard on social media. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Don't like your elected officials. Vote them out of office. Get involved in the political process. Educate yourself and change the world in the process. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.